Hello, how's everybody doing? Um, because I didn't know I was going to do two songs, and I did two songs, and I wanted to do this because I did the Access program, and I got some information about that. So this YouTube, okay, this is Kelly. She's jumping all over the place now. Um, this YouTube is going to be on one of the comments. Do you think the way we use the title, the system, as ex-Jehovah Witnesses come from prior Jehovah Witness membership indoctrination? Okay, now, as far as the Access program that I'm working on, yes, it would have to have something to do with it because it's in there, okay? However, I think it can be used in both worlds, but yeah, it has something to do with that. Since we understand it to mean system, actually, it could have been used a vocabulary word that we used to use. We can use it in our world. So I can say, but I have to say yes because it is in the table. Now, as far as the I hope I answered that question. Yeah, we that's what the whole Access program is about. But I got a name for it, okay? But I'm not going to use it yet. Is about seeing how we are now and how we were, and just to organize the things as far as like you said, all the things that we were taught as far as Jehovah Witnesses, and then how we think as ex-Jehovah Witnesses. So what I do with the Access program is that I have a name for it. What I do is I can see, I can organize out their concepts and how we are indoctrinated. Kelly, you cannot do that. Indoctrinated with, like you said, as far as the Jehovah Witness is concerned. And it kind of balances things out. So, like for instance, when you ask me the question, now I can see, yes, of course, yes, I'm almost sure. I can think about it further, but yes, it has some bearings on it. Now, I don't know why I was talking about like it was some secret, because I'm going to, I may put this in the title, but the Access program is growing into like a truth table. It's not why I do it, because I work on it, but the thing about it is the way I do things is, I told you, it changes everything. When you learn something, if you're conscious of what's going on most of the time, you can see it shaping, because I worked on it last night, and I worked on it and I had questions on it and things like that. And someone asked me a comment about updating the information, having a YouTube about every week. So what I'm saying is something that I'm always working on mentally. But I don't know if a lot of people realize, when you work on a project, you can see it functioning in yourself, because all your concepts and everything, if you include something in your life, it's going to pretty much change a lot of things of how you do things. It's like when you meet someone. When you meet someone, you're very happy, it changes your whole world. So it's sort of like that. So the name of it is going to be the Truth Table. It has not, I'm almost sure, like you said, I'm going to look, as far as the Jehovah Witnesses, maybe it has influence from them, from that. But it's pretty much, no, because it's pretty much my definition of truth, because I'm explaining it here. And remember what I said, the truth is everything you do. You're going to have to, it's becoming to be so true that you're going to have to catch your, what? Excuse me. Baby, you cannot do that. You cannot use that. No. I didn't know she was using that. I'm so sorry, okay? And she's just giving me a low problem. Okay, so anyway, I saw her doing it and I was like, what? And I couldn't believe it. You know, she's messed up my pillow. I cannot believe it. Baby. Okay, so anyway, she got me so riled. Okay, anyway, everything's all right. So now, okay, now what I told you about the truth is everything you do. If you go backwards, and the reason why I'm saying that because this program tells everything that they do. And in court, you want to know everything that they do, but they still have to refine it a little bit because everything that they do, I can see, and I'm seeing it clear and clear with the different fields that I have. And I just finished lies, and I just finished deception. So we're gonna have to talk about I'm sorry. We're gonna have to talk about the access program pretty soon. But now I'm just defining it. Excuse me. Now everything you do is the truth. That's why I called it the truth table. Okay. So, but I'm not doing it for a person. I'm doing it for an organization, which is easier. For one person, it's a little bit more complicated, but I can still do it. But this one is for an organization. And another thing it's for is for the general population of the Jehovah's Witness. Okay. So, like I said, if it's everything you do, okay, so that means if you got a job right now, okay, this is the truth. If you have a job right now, what did you have to do to get that job? So you see, it's the truth. Everything that you did to get your job, and now you're doing your job, okay? And, okay, what you do and what you did, like I said. But then, when you want to know how to do something, when you get to a job and they say, we want you to know this program, well, you have to figure out the truth about it, which is, what do I have to do? What changes do I have to make? Or what do I have to do to learn the program? And once you learn a program, then there's something else that you can do. So your truth expands. But there's one thing I want to include in this program, and it's still calculating. The beautiful thing and the miraculous thing is if you continually, because I did it and I do it all the time, and it continually grows. If you pay attention to everything you do, it takes a long time, and you can't. You got to do it really, really slow and do it for fun. Okay, I did it for fun. And you pay attention to what you do, okay? It's also in Dance Without Music. That's another program I have. That's another thing I have in this YouTube. The concept of it. So if you take everything that you do and you pay attention to everything that you do, you go backwards. You go backwards. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I can do it with this program. That's what's going to make it miraculous. So I can go backwards. So like, to say this is you, and I pay attention to everything I do. Well, you'll go like this. This is backwards. This is forward. But it's going to switch. So I'm going to have to do it both ways. So it'll go backwards. Okay. Or maybe I have to, okay. So there's no backwards and forwards. But anyway, it goes, I don't know which way is backwards and forward because I'm not thinking about the switching. But if backwards is this way, this is you, and then it's going to go, okay, this is forward, and then it's going to go backwards. If you pay, the more you pay attention to what you're doing, it's going to go backwards. If this is forward, if you pay attention to everything you do, there's a backwards. Okay, so if this is a forward, when you pay attention to what you do, you'll go backwards. Okay, you'll see, you'll go backwards. It's hard to explain. I'll explain it in other videos. And then if this is forward and you pay everything, we pay attention to what you do, like everything you do. Don't try it though, yet. And then you go backward. Okay. So, Why I say that is because in the program, I know how to do it because I've been doing it my whole life. Okay. I'm going to go backward. Okay. And when you go backwards, this is what you get. You get to know how you're doing what you're doing. Okay. You get to learn how you're doing what you're doing. And then at one point in time, you get to see how you're doing what you're doing. Okay? It gets really, really deep. But I don't have to get that deep because we're doing it with the organization. So anyway, that's as far as I want to go right now. And then it goes the access program. Okay, so the access program checks the validity of the organization. Thank you very much. Okay, see you.